how men fall in love. Since my video with Jason and Antonio, you've been asking, give me more details on how men do this. What's the process where a guy falls deeply in love with me? Today I want to share with you the very simple truth to having a man fall in love with you and how it's a lot like eating dinner. You see, the way men fall in love is really through a process that I very simply explain to clients as voluntary repetition. That's it. Men fall in love through voluntary repetition. Now you might say, well, that's great, Mark, but voluntary repetition of what? What do you mean by that? Well, the truth is when men are falling in love, it's kind of like having dinner. You know, they say that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, and in this metaphor, it's a little bit true. You see, when you go out and have dinner, you've got to be excited first, right? You've got to be hungry. You've got to want to have a meal. And then after that, you say, okay, well, I'm going to get hungry again and excited again before I have the next meal. That's the repetition cycle between attraction and bonding. The two elements of falling in love that when repeated again and again, see a guy fall for you. You see, the bonding part is like having the dinner. That's the deep vulnerability, that's the appreciation, that's when he really feels accepted by you, that's the deep connection that he builds with you in those deep moments of entering his sensuality with you. But a lot of women try to go straight to that. They say, Mark, how do I get this emotional bond with this guy straight away? And I say, before you eat, you've got to be hungry, right? Before you have dinner, you've got to have the motivation to get the food. You've got to be excited for it. And this is the key that a lot of women miss. Build that appetite in him first through exciting, vibrant experiences. Through him experiencing your playfulness, through him experiencing your great vibes as a woman, through him sharing exciting memories with you and dopamine bonding to you. After he's done that, he doesn't want to lose it, so he then wants to bond more deeply to you. And as long as you're keeping up your standards while you're doing this, that cycle between getting excited to spend time with you and then wanting to keep you in place and bond you more deeply, and the repetition between the two is how men fall in love. So my best advice is this. Remember, it's voluntary repetition. You don't tell someone when they're hungry, right? They say, hey, I'm hungry. I want to be vulnerable with you. I want to bond with you. So don't focus on getting the guy to open up and emotionally bond. Focus on giving him the experiences, the excitement, making him hungry, and he will come to you wanting to have dinner himself. If he doesn't, you either need to build more excitement or the guy simply isn't emotionally available and wasn't right for you. Men fall in love simply by voluntary repetition. And knowing this, when you have great experiences that you share with him, you'll be able to have him fall in love with you. This has been the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts, comments, questions in the space below. Put them all in there. Hit the thumbs up button as well and hit that big red subscribe button too with the little bell so you get the notifications. Let me know if you have more questions about how men fall in love. I will see you in the next video very soon.